Tecovas cost $295 brand new. So why would anybody spend $290 to get them resold? My name's Oliver the Shoe Man. My wife and I own and run our family's 5th generation shoe repair business right outside Nashville, Tennessee. And today we are going to be answering that very question. And I do want to clarify that we're not just going to be replacing the soles on these boots. We're going to be upgrading them so that they'll last longer and it'll be cheaper to resole in the future. And so there's 3 points I want to cover in this video. The first point being why certain cobblers charge more than others. We're going to go over the quality of different soles and heels, the differences between them all, and why, in my opinion, it's better to restore your boots even if the cost of the restoration is the same or more than buying a brand new pair. Now, there's a lot of really talented shoe cobblers still left here in the United States. And if you've ever talked to any of them, being Steve at Those Leatherworks, we got Wyatt and Dad over in Virginia. EBR Leathercraft is another one. There's a few other ones that I'm not able to remember at the moment. But we all charge a little bit differently. So why are we doing that? The first one is just the cost of materials, right? The cost of leather soles, rubber heels, cork, thread, all of that, glue, everything's all factored into the price. And one thing that I learned when I kind of transitioned from a cobbler to a cobbler running a cobbling business is the cost of rent, utilities, if we have any employees. All of that also has to be factored into the cost of a resole. And the last one, you guys aren't gonna like this. It comes down to demand, right? The more shoes you have, the higher demand you have as a business. And if you do run a business, or you know anything about running a business, the higher your demand, the more you can charge. And it's not just because you want to make more money. What it comes down to is, using shoe repair, for example, if I have 100 shoes in the shop that all need full soles and heels, I am one man. That's gonna take me a long time to do. And if my demand keeps on going up and up and up, then I have to adjust something. I can't just close my doors because rent's gotta get paid. And so you slightly raise your prices. Now your demand's gonna go down, but your workload, your stress is also gonna go down, and you'll make about the same amount of money. I think the demand part of what we do, the demand part of business, is what most customers don't even realize. That's how you get some custom boot makers that charge $800 for boots and some that charge $5,000 for their boots. And you know, everybody values their time differently. So that's another factor, how much time each person is spending resoling a pair of boots. Obviously, the more time it takes to do a resole, the higher the cost. So before we move on to putting the soles on those Tecovas, I want to talk about the different style rubber soles and the different style leather soles that we offer that'll also dictate the cost of your recraft. Now when it comes to rubber soles, most of the cobblers you'll see are going to be using Vibram. Vibram has that logo right there. This is also a Vibram, has their name on it. Vibram is pretty much top tier rubber soles and heels. Next, you'll have the Dr. Sole, which is made out of Taiwan, the Vibram's US. This is kind of up there with Vibram as well. Now, these two are gonna be more expensive just because they are that top tier quality. They're gonna last the longest compared to other brands like Goodyear, Soltech, and now Svig is kind of different. I don't have any Svig products here. Svig is kind of like a step below Vibram. They offer a lot more variety of colors and soles. Like this mini lug, this is the Vibram mini lug. It only comes in black. Now Svig makes one called the Trapper, I think. It comes in red, blue, orange, white, some tans and all that stuff. So Svig is okay. I like Svig, but I'm trying to use Vibram when I can, and I go to Svig if we're trying to do something fun with different colors. Now below that, you're gonna see Goodyear, which I always say Goodyear should have stuck to making tires, and then Soltec, which is kind of the lower tier soles. I mean, as expensive as the Vibram or the Dr. Sol or the Svig. So if your cobbler's using Goodyear or Soltec, you're not really getting the best quality materials on your boots. So that's rubber soles. When it comes to leather soles, you have a vegetable tanned leather and an oak bark tanned leather. The vegetable tanned leather, you see, is a lot lighter in color. This one's gonna be the lower grade tiered leather sole compared to the oak bark tanned leather. Now there are different tiers of the vegetable tan grade leather. You got the high tier, mid tier, low tier. I use the vegetable tan leather for my midsoles. One, because it's cheaper than the oak bark tanned, and two, it's not going to see any wear. So it's a midsole. It's in between the shoe and the sole. So it gives that nice support that a leather midsole does. It'll form to your foot, and you don't have to worry about this wearing out. And when it comes to the oak bark tanned leather, there are two companies that majority of cobblers use. You have the GM and the JR. Now these are both tanned in Germany. The GM's tanned for about 6 months. The JR's tanned for a full year. So the JR is going to last twice as long, if not a little bit longer than the GM. It's also going to be a little bit lighter, and it's going to be more water resistant compared to the GM. Now that being said, this one is double the price as the GM. So if you want top tier high quality on your boots, choose the JR, but expect to pay a premium price. Now these GM soles are really nice. That's what I use on a majority of my soles. This one's gonna last about 2 to 3 times, if not longer, than what most manufacturers are using on their shoes, straight from the factory. Now the vegetable tanned leather is gonna be a little bit lighter. That's why when you see on some shoes with a oak bark tan sole and a leather stacked heel base, and even with the natural edge finish, the sole is going to be darker than the heel base because the heel base is made out of vegetable tanned leather, so it's going to finish lighter than the oak bark tanned. Now, can we make a heel base out of the oak bark tanned? Yes, but we have to custom make those. They don't come pre-made, so it's going to be a little bit more. But if you want that all to match, then we could do that for sure, no problem. If you like the contrast, doing these pre-made heel bases are really nice. And the same thing goes for the midsoles. If you want a darker midsole to match the darker sole, like you're doing a double oak sole where you stack 2 layers of leather on top of each other, and you don't want to see that variation, do a dark oak bark tan sole with a same midsole, and then you're gonna have a nice dark natural leather edge finish. And so for these boots, I'm going to be using our thick leather midsole as a sole. And again, like I said earlier, the reason we're doing that is because we're gonna put a sole guard on top of it. So this isn't gonna see any kind of wear. It's just gonna serve as a strong base. Now, these heels aren't Vibram, they aren't Svig, they aren't Dr. Sol, they are vintage, built right cowboy heels. I had a few of them left over from other shops I bought out, and they're really in great shape still. Like this is, back then these were one of the leading brands in rubber soles and heels. These had a cream/gum style heel, And these happen to fit perfectly. That's what we're going to be using for these boots. So is resoling your cowboy boots worth it? In my opinion, yes, because of a few different factors. Depending on what Cobbler you go to, you could be getting better quality soles so that they're going to last longer than if you were to buy a brand new pair. The second factor being you don't have to break in a new pair. That to me is priceless. You also have the chance to add certain upgrades to the boots so that it'll be cheaper to resole in the future, like these sole guards. When they wear down, all I have to do is peel off that rubber sole and glue a new piece on, do some new heels, and they're good to go. We don't ever have to touch the full soles or stitching or anything like that ever again. As long as he maintains, cleans the uppers, keeps them in great shape, he should have these boots for a very long time with very, very low cost maintenance. With all that being said, thank you so much for watching. If you do have a pair of boots you want to get resold and you don't have a local cobbler that you could trust, you're welcome to mail your shoes into me. All my contact information will be in the description. Feel free to give me a call or a text. If you found value out of this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more cowboy boot content just like this. God bless you guys.